Lots of people are asking me, what's happened to Bitcoin? Why has the price gone down? Well, Elon Musk, whether you like it or not, is the biggest crypto influencer out there. When he put Bitcoin on his Twitter profile, Bitcoin went up 20%. So if you took the gain, guess what? When he changed his mind, when he flipped, and he did, then guess what? You're gonna get a loss. So number one, you've got the influencer. So you've got people out there that are influencing the price of Bitcoin. Number two, people leveraged. So people saw it as a one-way bet. It's going up, 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 up. It's going to the moon. They borrowed money and invested into Bitcoin. Like, it's always wrong, in my opinion, to borrow to invest, or at least if you do, you're taking a massive, massive risk. So therefore, what happens when the price goes down, people sell. They sell fast, they dump. And maybe because they've leveraged, they're dumping 2 or 3 times the amounts that perhaps they would have done if they hadn't have leveraged. In other words, they just have bought one Bitcoin, then they sold one Bitcoin. If they're leveraged, then guess what? They're selling because they've got to pay back the money they've borrowed, and that can end up with massive losses. So you get a price fall, people panic, and of course they sell. It changes market sentiment when prices are going down, although arguably it's more valuable at that stage. It's on sale. People sell. They see it go down. They're like, oh, hang on a second. It's going down, down, down. I'll get out the market. In fact, of course, people typically buy at the wrong time. They buy at the top of the market, they sell at the bottom of the market. So what you've always got to do if you're investing is, if the markets are falling and you're sure of your investment, always take financial advice, always talk to somebody that knows what they're doing, then actually you shouldn't be selling when price is going. You should ride it out. You should hold, as they would say in the crypto market. Hodl. All right, make sure that you're hanging on in there. You certainly have to in any form of investment, whether it's shares or whether it's crypto. So you've got leverage, you've got people that were influenced by Mr. Musk and perhaps other people. But then on top of that, the Chinese repeated. It wasn't a new legislation. It was repeated, saying what they felt, and they were trying to take control. They don't want another currency in there. They don't want an alternative to their own currency. So again, it was negative sentiment in the market. And that, of course, again, pushed the price down a little bit further. In the US, taxes were due. Maybe some people were selling because they got profits and they wanted to make sure they had money to pay their taxes. Perhaps that even is an influence in there as well. So you've got lots of influences in there. And of course, we also look at markets, and many people believe in cycles. So if you look at the property market, for example, it may have an 11-year cycle on average. If you look at the stock market, last time was longer, but typically it's a 7-year cycle. And the crypto market seems to be much quicker, 18 months perhaps, and this one was 15 months, and then it's fallen. Okay, so maybe what happens is you get the same type of cycles where people go into the market. There's kind of this stage, they call it capitulation, which is where we're at now in the crypto market. People have just sold until everybody's capitulated, it doesn't return. And then you get gradually people buying back in, and some people sell off a little bit, and then gradually more confidence comes, and it builds and it builds and it builds, and now it's everybody, let's go and invest. And then see people start borrowing to invest, and then it falls. That's a typical cycle, whether it's stock market or whether it's crypto. It just seems to happen a lot faster in the digital market. Okay, so there's a whole stack of reasons in there on why the Bitcoin and the crypto market in general has fallen. Okay, do I see it as value? Well, actually, there's more people involved, more institutions involved. So actually, it's better value than it was in January of this year. So yes, there's an opportunity there, but don't forget, it is about trust. So that's the fundamental. So think about it this way. If you've got a US dollar, people are trusting the US government. If the US government print lots more dollars, people have less trust. They may choose to invest in another currency. So when we talk about Bitcoin, people are trusting a computer to keep score. Therefore, that trust is the key. And the more trust there is, then the more likely on Bitcoin it is to succeed. And then when we look at other things like Ethereum, has it got more uses? Is there more things that it can be done with? And therefore, again, it becomes more popular. So when you're looking at it, always take financial advice, listen to my videos, hit that subscribe button, hit my like, share my videos, all right, because then I can get information. Help me get to the top of the algorithm. So you understand the investment markets. Okay, and always make sure you diversify. For me, if I'm investing in stocks and shares, I diversify. If I'm investing into crypto, and it'll be a smaller percentage of my money, by the way. So the biggest percentage will be into companies that are making profits and good managed funds that are doing well. And then I'll put a percentage into the digital asset market because I believe in digital assets for the longer term future. But nevertheless, it's a percentage, a smaller percentage than I would into well-managed funds and into good quality companies. Okay, hit subscribe, hit like, as I've said. I'll try and get that information so you understand what's going on in the markets. And indeed, you can share the information with your friends. And of course, don't forget, the more people invest, the better. Okay, why? Well, the more people invest, whether it's the stock market, the crypto market, more people that actually get on board with investing, of course, the more assets go up in value and the more the world does better, right? Absolutely. Financial services is a great industry. If people invest money, it's good for the economy. Okay, it's good for the economy because it means companies have got money to expand. It means that if you're investing into crypto, the more you buy and the more your friends buy, guess what? It takes the price up. Okay, so obviously if people are investing and the sentiment is to invest, of course that takes the price up. Okay, hopefully that gives you a clear understanding and you like the video. Please give me any comments, give me any feedback, and I'll get out as good information as I can on a regular basis.